Welcome to Talks with Don, episode 23. I'm going to title this one Music, Frequencies, and How Entities Can Jump from one person to the next. This all based on an experience this past weekend. As always, we want to take some time to honor the ancestors. This is for the ancestors whose voices were heard. This is also for the ones whose voices were not heard. This is for the ones who stepped up to the calling. And this is for the ones who, due to oppression, did not step up to the calling but had a desire to. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That's that energy. That's that energy. That's that energy. But as always, we're going to start off with performance from yours truly, Don Issa. My song entitled The Process, out now on all streaming platforms. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to the subscribers. And thank you to the people who wanted to see it get on the platforms and those that are engaging. The saying goes that water sixes on level. You was attracted to ice on the key to the door is that life's about. This is a tale about when you got the gift, what's a lotus to petals? God say protected, it's potent, it's special. They come for the gift, try to run with the gift. Inherently, you must be one with the gift. You cannot take this and code it through time. Perfection of craft must be molded like God. Here you go, son. Just hold it, it's mine. Decipher from chosen is spiritual crime. Infinity stones, the songs I came to collect. Sunshine is bright, but rain is so wet. To hear the calling, I had to be alone. The casualty of wrongs, the rarity of stones, flawless diamonds, sapphires, rubies. Sometimes it feels like a duty. Missing the signal can't become spooky. You never know the hour to be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than the shower. 720 is the time that I picked up the day past this test, get the crown. You gon' be great, don't be late. I won't be late. You are talking to someone that owns estates. This message inside is for you to discover myself. I have to view myself as a youth. Protect what I had to call on recruits. Too many soldiers to fit in a coup. If you are never alone, I can't hear you calling. Dark night of the savages, the people's hands falling. The gift that we discuss, you can't touch it or see. You must be careful of energy leeches. Learn to discern the finicky species, the ones that get it, get it. If you hit a still, motherfucker, just beat it. Should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than the shower. Never know the hour to be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than a shower. All right, man, let's get into it. But first off, man, shout out to my boy Sonic in the background. Man, I'm proud of that, man. I finally got it right so y'all can see it on the screen. But let's get into it. So this past weekend, I was at a reunion, a family reunion. I'm not gonna say the people's names that are involved, but during the reunion, we have 3 days worth of fun. First day we have a mixer. Second day, um, we have a mixer in the day filled with games, and later on that night we have a banquet. So, give y'all a little backstory to the main character involved. And as I always say, beware of who you're around because some people are disconnected from source and their bodies or the vessels have been hijacked by malevolent entities. This person in my family, he has a problem with drinking. So to me, this is one of the worst forms of substance abuse, but the lesson in it is he hadn't healed from childhood traumas and some things that he's done. So he's just getting a lot of his karma for things that he's done in his younger years. So this guy, he has a problem with drinking or whatever, and he's pathetic. He always wants somebody to feel sorry for him. This is the form of what we call a succubus spirit on him. He was in pain from the previous night, Friday, because the bed that he was in didn't support his sleeping style, so he had back pain. But anytime that he has pain, he turns to the bottle. So the pain, the shame, the guilt, the anger, all of those things leave holes in his aura for entities to hijack him. So, he didn't want to go Saturday night to the banquet, and so he asked me and my brother to come back and pick him up. It's just crazy how things work because we had left. I had to go get a belt because I forgot my belt at the house. And so in between that time, he asked us to come get him because he had changed his mind. And this is not the first time he's acted a fool at a family reunion. So we go in to go get him. He had somebody help bring him out, just wanting to pull energy from anybody. He had some random troglodyte help him to the car or whatever. So this is a lesson in how music can heal and how entities jump onto lower vibrational beings and how they feed on pain, trauma, specifically tears, which are life force energy. All of our life force is water. So we get in the venue. He's coming in all decrepit, wanting people to feel sorry for him, back all bent over. And mind you, he has a music background, playing live instruments. So that's one of his passions. So he gets to the table with me and some more of our immediate family, and he doesn't want to eat. He's feeling screwed up. And soon as he hears the live band start playing, because the family that hosted it reunion, they ordered a live band to play for the banquet. So the healing vibrations of the music or the live instruments cannot be in harmony with a low vibratory, a malevolent entity. So he has his head down on the table, feeling sorry for himself. But as soon as he hears the music playing, he jumps up. But when he jumped up, someone else in my family, very close to me, they jumped like that. But immediately this person started to cry. And a lot of people that don't have the gift of sight would not be intelligent enough to figure out what went on. But me, I'm glad I was there because I saw how malevolent entities can leave one body and jump into the next. And jumped into this person that was close to me, family member. She started to cry. And immediately I knew what went on because as she started crying, he gets up and starts dancing and having a good time. And all of a sudden, it's just like magically his pain disappeared. And so I started to tell people around, man, what happened? I say such and such got a nasty spirit on him, and that nasty spirit jumped onto the other person and is feeding off of the pain of this other person. Mind you, this other person is an elderly person, has a crazy diet. So the only way it was able to jump into this person is because that frequency was low enough to be attached. And a lot of people were thinking this other person was dehydrated. And I'm like, no, the spirit on this guy in the family jumped onto this other person. And so I had to stay there and kind of direct the energy away from this other person by way of music, singing R&B to this person, singing healing vibes to this person to put some positive vibrations into this person so that that malevolent entity could not harness the energy. And I paid attention and I'm like, oh, wow. Whatever entity on the alcoholic family member jumped onto this other person close to me and was feeding off of the tears, because this immediately as he jumped up to listen to the music and the spirit jumped into her, she started to cry. And I'm like, wow. So as the night progresses, somebody else in the event is outside shedding tears. And I'm like, wow, I got a master class one-on-one seeing how malevolent entities leave one body and jump host to host and low frequency people and feed on the pain and the tears of these people. And both of these people that it was feeding off of for women, young men, young women, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. And soon as he left the event, he comes back to the hotel, still trying to suck energy from everybody. This went on into the next day, and this showed me that he's being operated by a malevolent entity. Some, how can I say it? Some remedies to that. Some people have to be in professions where they touch other people, shake hands, or whatever. But the most thing to kind of combat these things is don't let everyone touch you. If you have to let somebody touch you, always wash your hands immediately. Always remove the energy from your body by way of your voice and speaking that and rejecting that energy out of your body. Always keep some hand sanitizer. Things that are acidic in nature, as far as water to clean your hands. Also, salt and rinsing your hands off after every interaction. If you have to be in these places, man, as the faith tells us, get some water, wipe the water on your face. You know, water, it's a life force energy. Just as the malevolent entity fed off of that energy with the tears, we can use water to cleanse and speak over our water to cleanse all those malevolent entities and bring in and speak positive affirmations over the water to re-incite those positive vibrations onto us. Man, that was a very disheartening thing to watch, but just as much as he passed off malevolent energy, I wanted to show how good energy can be directed, because I used what I have to take that energy and put great and good vibrations into the person that the malevolent entity was trying to feed off of. So always pay attention to the music you listen to. Always speak affirmations over yourself. If you have to be in big crowds, keep you some things that will remove unwanted energy off of you. If you don't have it, breath work. Breathe in, breathe out, fire breaths. Take them in, breathe the negative energy out. Reset your nervous system. The only way that malevolent entity was able to jump on those two women is one was going through something and the other, elderly, eats disagreeable foods. So we have to take care of our temples in that way. It was very disheartening to watch that, but it was also lovely to see how love can push those unwanted energies out. Healing can push those unwanted energies out. So always protect your energy. Always listen to music that can heal your vibrations. And live instruments, they do heal. So, as always, thank you to the people that are listening. I give gratitude to the people that are supporting and interacting. Like, share, and subscribe. Protect your energy. Always try to look at things from a higher perspective. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don the Issa, the process is available on all platforms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to the ancestors. Shout out to the ancestors. Long live Aaliyah. Thank you.